Hello guys, welcome back to our video. Yeah, another Asphalt 7 video. Last week I said that I will do an Asphalt 7 video, and here we are. So this is a video that I had thought of for a long time, because in this video I'm going to be playing with the Agera R, the Koenigsegg Agera. By the way, I'm not sure if you hear it in the background. I turned on the ventilator because today is pretty hot. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be playing with the Agera R. It's a video that I thought of doing for a while, because after unlocking the Tuatara, 3 years ago, I thought I was maxing out the Agera, and I thought maybe I could do a video about it, but I'm not sure if, maybe I forgot about it, or I don't know. But yeah, here we are. I'm going to do that video where I'm not going to be playing on every single track like the Tuatara video. This is a shorter one, but it is a lot to talk about. So yeah. Actually, let's not jump into this. The topic, at least the first few topics, are regarding Asphalt 7, because yeah, you probably read the title. It's about the fake stats. Not sure if it's just for the Agera or even other cars, but stuff like the top speed. This is the top speed, and it's 532. In reality, it goes at, I think, 555 or about that. 560, I think, will be the limit, or around that again. The nitro, it can actually go close to 600. So yeah, these are fake positive stats. They are listed as lower than they actually are. Then the handling, I tested it against the Tuatara, and man, now for the longest time I didn't really have an opinion on the handling. I thought maybe this one wasn't as good, but was still pretty good. This car can actually drift better than the Tuatara, and I think it's because it can actually go faster, because the faster you go, the better the car drifts. If you are at like 200 kilometers per hour where you're still accelerating, the car barely drifts. So yeah, that's why I don't really know how much the handling stat really matters, because yeah. And the Tuatara also has fake stats, but it's just the top speed. The Tuatara actually goes at 522 kilometers per hour. Yeah, I tested all those yesterday because I was kind of curious. I just did some testing, and 544. This actually is correct, but only with adrenaline, and this is the bug. Yeah, I actually have to mention it before, but yeah, I used to think that adrenaline goes faster, and this is due to the Tuatara's drift bug. No, nitro bug. But yeah, on every car the blue nitro and adrenaline nitro are the same speed, aside for a few cars. I think the Tesla or those cars with really long nitro, where you can get a 1 kilometer per hour faster nitro if you use adrenaline, because adrenaline is infinite as long as you can get some nitro pickups, while the blue nitro, it turns off after a while. So if you have an infinite adrenaline, you can maybe accelerate to 1 kilometer per hour faster on a few long nitro cars. But yeah, on the Tuatara, this is through the real nitro top speed, max speed. But before using the Agera, I'm gonna show it. But yeah, the drift bug makes it so that the blue nitro never reaches that speed. You do it only with the adrenaline. So yeah, I'm gonna have to showcase it. I'm not sure if in this race it's good, but I used to think that for the longest time I used to think that purple nitro and green nitro, the two first nitros actually made you go slower, but again it was the bug with the Tuatara, and yeah, I learned to take some other routes. I'm not sure if this one is faster, but yeah, let's take a look at the drift at the nitro bug. Look at this. So no, I got the adrenaline thing. Wait, right. Yeah, I need to get a better section to show it. Yeah, I get to the straight of the start of the track, and yeah. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to also showcase a technique, which is nitro punch, since apparently you can do it even here. Look at this. Okay, yeah, did you see that? Using first nitro actually makes me drop speed. And this is a thing that actually, I think only the Tuatara suffers from this. Because I tried with the Agera, and the first tier nitro, the purple one, actually goes faster than the top speed. So it's only the Tuatara which has this weird nitro thing. So alright, I have to show the. I should have put New York because that one is the best track. It's the track where I did my calculations, my tests and everything that I did yesterday to check the top speed and everything. Yeah, I want to see in New York, but yeah. I have to. I'll cut. I don't really cut. But this time I think I want to cut the recording so I don't have to waste your time. So yeah. Okay, so we're pushing the section where I have to do my test, and maybe I show the drifting as well, but I'm not sure. So alright, this is about the blue nitro. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, I really had to mess up the thingy. Alright, I should have still some section left. Yeah, need to get some. Yeah, right, this is also somewhat straight, so I should be able to reach it. Yeah. Look, I reach. I think. Yeah. Also, look, the drifting is alright, but only if you take it really early. And yeah, if you use the what is it, blue nitro, you only reach 542 compared to adrenaline, where you actually get to reach 544. So yeah, that's because again, as I said before, the blue nitro it has a limited time, whereas adrenaline you can keep it as long as you want. So look at this, it goes at like 545 at the best. So yeah, and also because to use blue nitro you have to first use purple and green nitro, which means you have to slow down in order to use blue nitro, whereas adrenaline you don't slow down because purple nitro is not part of the process of activating adrenaline. So that's why you never reach that top speed of 544 with blue nitro. And I know it's such a silly thing, like it's a 2 kilometers per hour difference, but I still wanted to demonstrate that Asphalt 7 can be pretty silly with those stats, because I knew there was something wrong about the cars, but I never really tested it, and this time I did test it, and yeah, that's why in this video I really wanted to dig into it, you know. Yeah, we have to continue with the Agera, because yeah, that's what the video was supposed to be about. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention the punch drift technique. Yeah, Yeah, I really want to do it because it works. It isn't really useful in Asphalt 7. You can do it, and you do it by activating nitro instantly after you do it. You don't have to do anything else. You just activate it in nitro instantly. But when you finish the drifting, you end up in a skid because of the nitro. So yeah, it's useful only for a few sharp corners that don't really another corner after it. Not sure how to explain it, but yeah, it's I think it's a technique mostly for fun. Look at this, yeah, like this, but you have to be careful, that can also happen because you may go a little too sharp, and yeah, wanted to also mention it because I kind of found it. I had already seen in the past that nitro could be weird when activated really early in the drift, but yeah, I think I figure out how to do it. And yeah, not really sure if there was something else I wanted to mention regarding Asphalt 7, but yeah, this is some oh yeah, I didn't mention this. Technically, like, before, I already thought the Agera was the best car because just in terms of raw stats, this car goes way faster than the Tuatara. But after finding out the nitro bug and everything, I think it's even clearer that yeah, the Agera is just the best car in the game because it's the fastest one, way faster than the Tuatara. I think that Tuatara gets the first place in tier 7 just because of the handling stat, but the handling stat I'm not sure, like, it means nothing to me because I think higher top speed will lead to better drifting, and even then both cars drift really well, so yeah, the handling stat doesn't really make a difference. So yeah, it's the equivalent of the CCXR in Alu, like, it's overranked in its own class. that's funny way to put it. Yeah. Well, what did you reckon? I didn't see it. Yeah, it was a bad entrance. I was slowed down by the car. That's fine. And yeah, speaking of Alu, I also wanted to mention a bit Alu. What was I going to say? Feel like it's dying a bit. I was looking at the Discord chat for the hyperdrive thing because it was leaked that there is a trademark for Asphalt hyperdrive. There are some people like Quan that say that it's just another Alu expansion. I mean, hopefully they can do something good with it, but I would still hope that maybe it's a new game, like a mainline game. Mainline game also. I have something to drink for this video so that I can still speak normally. Because after I get dry, like, it's hard to talk. But yeah, I will still hope that maybe it's a new game because I see this on Discord sometimes regarding the current state of Alu, and I think that the biggest issue is that the devs kind of dig themselves a hole with the whole with the Evo system as a whole, because now they have to constantly look at MP to balance it out, and I don't really think that in the end the Evo system is getting game loft any money. Like, I don't think they're really getting much revenue because at the end of the day you can just save up some tokens if there is like an overpowered Evo car. Like, nobody's spending on that. I don't think anybody's spending money to get the Evo cars, and and in the end it just makes people mad because, you know, people might have bought cars for Gauntlet like the Rush Imperium are mad because now their car is no longer good because maybe one season there is the Evo's F90 which is insanely broken, and now there is the Lycan Evo which is better in my opinion, maybe on some less twistier tracks, and like it makes people who spend money to get some actually good cars, they make them mad, and just makes the whole MP balancing a nightmare for the devs, I think. Even because like they aren't the original devs who worked for Asphalt 9. Like one thing that I thought is that other than being just not as experienced, is also that they're being a bit limited by like Vivendi or Gameloft, however you wanna say it. But I think they're not as free to do whatever they want with the game. So yeah, both things just make updates kinda mid. So I have to drink. Alright, so yeah, I think that that's what leads to updates being kinda mid and new features and stuff. Like, I don't think they're able to do what they wish to do. And at this point, I was also hoping for Asphalt Hyperdrive to be a whole new game, because yeah, like it was cool when Alu release, because we will get to keep our garage that we worked for. But in the end, you have to think that a new game means that it's a chance to start fresh without all these nonsense like Evo, all that shit. Like, I'll say it, all that shit, because it's ruining the game. Like, and I don't think that. I think in the end, the Evo system was a disappointment. It was a fail in the eyes of Alu. Like, don't think it's doing any good for the game. And I was, again, one thing that I said on Discord is that like they need to do some reset, or like set a few updates back. You know, they need to go. What the fuck? What is this? I don't think I've ever gone this high in the game. Oh man, that's funny. All right. Fuck. Let me. Yeah, I think they need to step back. You know, downgrade to a few updates prior. Like the whole Evo system, I think at this point needs to go. Yeah, all right. I didn't take it early enough. That was a skill issue. But yeah, like the Evo system has done so many bad things for the game. It's not only the Evo, but I think that. Again, a fresh start with a new game, it will be, I think, the best thing, because I felt like they were focusing on Asphalt Hyperdrive, because I noticed that they're barely giving attention to Alu, and I don't know, I think that if it was a new game, it makes sense. I don't know why they would neglect Alu in this current moment, if they were just releasing another expansion for Alu. And there are many problems that come with an expansion for a game for Alu, because what will the expansion be about? I know, again, like the new game could be good, but I also think the expansion could be good. It could be good if done properly. But yeah, what is the expansion about? Are the graphics going to be heavier? One thing is that unfortunately there is lack of optimization. Like some things, it would be nice if the expansion could bring back some things from like original Unite. I'm not saying bring back some Asphalt 9 things, but maybe some things that were present at the start of Alu but are not anymore, or that have been changed in the as time went on. Maybe you could bring back some of the old name tags. Thinking about it now, maybe the expansion is also for like making it easier for stuff like Asphalt Mastery to be added. So I guess I didn't think about that before, but yeah. Continuing what I was saying, there is that maybe they could bring back some old stuff. You know, think it's a shame because it didn't really manage to optimize the game as much as I think they wanted to, and so for that reason they had to remove some features or downgrade some things like the garage, the graphics and everything, for it to run better instead of optimizing. I think they still did try to optimize it, but pretty sure sometimes they just downgraded some things in order to make the game run better. But what that does, it just remove things and punishes those who didn't really have the issue to begin with. If you had a good computer and did not have a performance issue, like, why would you have to be affected by this? I'm pretty sure that everyone was affected by these changes to remove stuff, because stuff like the garage, everyone has the current garage, which is pretty boring to look at. I liked the colors at first, but you gotta say it's a pretty boring garage, like not really a great one. It would be cool if they could, sometimes they talk about in China, features like what is it, decals, nitro effect. Why don't we also bring garages? That will be cool. There is a lot of stuff that they could do if the Asphalt hyperdrive is a third ALU expansion. I'm interested. Of course, I would like a new game though. But yeah. I will see how it goes. I hope for the best, because I feel like the game currently is dying, and I don't really. Sorry, as much as I like to stay positive, I don't really have high hopes for the game. The game is boring. There are many issues with the game, and either there needs to be a new game, see what they could do with it, or an expansion that fixes those issues, tries to make up. I'm not sure if the Evo problem is ever gonna be fixed, really, but yeah. Thank you, and I'm done for this video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the whole rant, the Asphalt 7 things, or about the ALU, Asphalt hyperdrive thing, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.